ஈடுபாடுடன் செயல் நிபந்தனையற்ற அன்பு தானெனும் மகந்தை நீக்கம் தொடர் தியானம் எவ்வுயிரும் தன்னுயிராய் உணர்தல் இயல்பாக வாழ்தல் இவையே பூரண வாழ்வும் வளமும் தரும் சக்தியே சத்தியம் சக்தியே சத்தியம் சக்தியே சத்தியம். 5,000 years ago, the earth was in a difficulty, lot of sufferings was going on. And people at that time, all over, prayed God, prayed the divine to set right the criticality that they were facing that time. As a result of the prayer, Krishna, Shri Krishna, was born. Shri Krishna, one of the greatest incarnations, started appearing, and he was born in Mathura, one of the cities in India. Of course, his life is very interesting. It is very interesting from his childhood. Actually, today is the day Sri Krishna was born, incarnated on the earth. We call it as Sri Krishna Jayanthi or Janmashtami. All over the world, not only in India, people who love Sri Krishna, who love Krishna, they already started celebrating today. It is a special day today, one of the special days today. So, Krishna was born and grew up and did a lot of miracles while he was a small boy also, Balakrishna. And he was the one who was guiding the great Arjuna during the Kurukshetra. You all heard about it. And during that time, the Kurukshetra time, there was a great teaching. Sri Krishna gave a wonderful teaching to Arjuna. Almost all the teachings are comprised into 18 chapters. Wonderful teaching, amazing teachings. Those teachings were not given only to Arjuna, the warrior. Those teachings are ever living. Those teachings are really, really worth understanding, worth following by each and every single individual on the earth. So, today is the day, a special day. We contemplate on his special incarnation to wipe out the difficulties on the earth, and also contemplating on his teachings, especially today and tomorrow. On this beautiful occasion, some of our friends, Sangha people all over, they just wanted to get some kind of clarification, some clarity for their questions that are arising time to time. So today we can take a little bit time for this and let us see what kind of doubts our friends has got in the mind, they have got in their mind. Let's see one by one. Yeah. So the first question here is, Swamiji, explain about the spiritual relationship of the human body with the chakras and adharas. Likewise, any spiritual relationship of other creations, example, water and oil, etc. This is the first question today. One friend has asked like this. He is asking me to explain about the spiritual relationship of the human body with chakras and adharas. Since this question is from India, naturally this kind of words like adharas, etc. is appearing. Dear friend, yes, here is a relationship of the human body and chakras and adharas. Adharas means nothing but foundations, the base. Chakras means nothing but energy centers all over the body, inside the body. These chakras or energy centers, as the name indicates, are capable of generating energy in the body, not only to the body and also for other areas like deeper levels of the body also. Among these chakras, there are 6 adharas, 6 predominant, fundamental chakras. Probably you can understand as adharas, foundations. They are very important, not only for spiritual growth, also for your material and your day-to-day development and growth. Relationship is already there, of course, but you need to work on. No? This is your responsibility to make a deep connection with all these chakras and adharas, so that you will have a far, far better life than what is today with you. It is your responsibility to work on this adharas and chakras. This much you have to understand today. And the question further continues, likewise, any spiritual relationship of other creations like, for example, water, oil, etc. Yes, my dear friend, you are not separate. You are connected to every single atom of the universe. That we have to remember today in this holy day. You are related with water, fire, air, ether, and of course, the rest of the things are nothing but derivatives of 5 fundamental elements. You are already connected and you are already related with every single piece, every single atom. But here also you need to have your own responsibility. That means you have to realize it. Already you are connected. Sometimes you are not aware of it. This is the time you have to show interest and curiosity to realize it, how I am connected to water, how I am connected to other elements and also every single atom of the cosmos. This is totally your interest, your longing and your thirst. Right? For example, in the same body, the physical body, you have the water element. The water element that you mentioned here is not outside of you also, it's inside you also. Your blood, your tears, your saliva, and kind of all liquid substances are nothing but form of water, one of the elements. Likewise, other elements are also you carry within your body, isn't it? Or already related, it's a confirmation. Likewise, you have to realize now with what else you are connected, and you have to realize how you are connected with every single atom of the universe. The moment you start interest in this connection, your life is not going to be the same anymore. It's going to be completely different. In the sense, the moment you realize this, in actuality, you become more blissful, more peaceful, more expanded, and more blessed. So, a lot of blessings to you on this beautiful day. Receive Sri Krishna's blessings today. Many, many Ashirvads. And now, another friend is asking another question like, my age is 67. I am terribly affected by my deceased wife and angry daughter who has a 6-year-old female child. Please guide me to proceed my life, Guruji. Yes, I understand your situation. You are already 67-year-old. This is a crucial age. 60 plus is very crucial age, because for many people this age is almost a retirement age. Means at this age and above, you need more of relaxation, more of rest, more of light-mindedness, etc., with less commitments and all these things. At your age now, you have a deceased wife and a daughter, angry daughter. It's not just a daughter, angry daughter who has a 6-year-old baby, 6-year-old female child. How to handle? Yes, my dear, you need more energy. That means you are already 67. Probably your physical energy has come down a little compared to your youth. Don't worry about it. You follow spiritual disciplines, meditate more, pray more, do more tapas, involve yourself in more spiritual disciplines, certainly your energy level will be boosted up. With the help of that new boosted up energy, I am sure you will handle your wife, you will look after your wife, the diseased wife, as well as your angry daughter. Why? Because, how? Because once, what is actually anger with your daughter? Let us have a little understanding about it. You just put a label on her as angry daughter. Please take the label out from your daughter. After all, she is your daughter. Why do you want to put a color on her like angry daughter? Nobody can be angry 24 into 7. Anger means that comes and goes, that's all. There are other beautiful qualities also with your daughter. Probably that qualities may be minimal, it's okay. But what my suggestion here is to you look into the other beautiful qualities of your daughter, you will find beautiful qualities. You just contemplate on it and just encourage her on that particular type of qualities with your daughter. And you also please understand what is really anger. Anger means insufficient energy. That's it, nothing else. Whenever your energy level is coming down, or when you live energy which is very lower compared to the one who has a high level of energy, this kind of emotion, anger, is bound to happen, bound to pop up time to time. So, first you please involve yourself in the sadhanas, spiritual sadhanas and following disciplines. Rise up your energy first of all, and that boosted up energy with you naturally takes care of your daughter's anger also. Simultaneously, you please tell her to involve in spiritual life, holistic life, advise her. Of course, it's not going to happen overnight. She cannot control her anger overnight, but you can expect small changes in the very beginning, and by she will understand why the anger is unnecessarily coming and all these things. It is very important because she has a small child, 6-year-old female child you mentioned here. As a mother, she should not be an angry mother because it will have an influence on her own daughter, 6-year-old small daughter also. So you have these responsibilities on your daughter to transform her kindly in a very peaceful manner. You have to approach. After all, you are dad of your daughter anyway. She will listen to you. There is no problem. Kindly express these beautiful things, and by this way you are sorting out your handling problem as well as her anger, as well as the child's growing up in a very beautiful manner. And as you improve your sadhana, practice more and more spiritual disciplines, naturally your energy level will be much and far high. That energy can also be used as a healing energy for your diseased wife. Of course, you are already giving some kind of treatment. That's okay. You continue with the treatment. Whatever treatment she is taking, that is fine. But as a husband, loving husband, you can heal her in a beautiful manner with your own power. You have a great power within you. Please believe me. You can bring out all this wonderful power by just doing some kind of practices, spiritual practices and sadhanas. Thereby you can become a healer to your wife, the deceased wife also. This is how you can easily, very shortly, this may not take much time, very shortly you will really find a beautiful atmosphere in your family and around you. This is how you can handle it. This is my suggestion. Yeah. All the best. And another question is coming up, like, I am a responsible homemaker, but others find fault in me. See? A friend is writing like this: I am a responsible homemaker, but others find fault in me. This hurts me. How to handle this situation, Guruji? This is a very practical question which is arising with many people, especially the homemakers, responsible homemakers. There are few things we have to understand. A general unconscious way of looking into a homemaker is what a homemaker is doing after all. She is not earning money. She is not bringing big changes in the world. And all this kind of underestimation is going on among people's mind. Right? That is one of the reasons people criticize you, finding fault with you. This you have to remember. To me, homemaking is very important. It is not an easy joke. It is very difficult. Homemaking means not organizing the utensils or the objects or the materials in a proper manner and keep the home clean and hygienic only. Homemaker has got a great responsibility of creating and making beings inside the home. Hence, it is very important area of work. So, you are doing really a very creative work. First of all, you have to recognize yourself in this manner. Second thing, you said, but others find fault in you. Others find fault with you, in you, and you feel hurt about it. This hurts you because you yourself is not recognizing your job, your homemaking work. First, you recognize for yourself the importance of what you are doing every day from the morning till you go to bed as a homemaker. The moment you recognize yourself, automatically your self-esteem is boosting up. Once your self-esteem is boosted up, naturally you are expanded. Your energy is expanded. So, when somebody hurts really, when somebody is finding fault in you, with you, this will not touch you at all. So, this is a basic cause. And also, do not expect others to recognize and praise you. You don't require them. You don't need any certificate from others. You recognize yourself. Self-recognition is very important here in this situation in which you are living. Don't expect anything. Don't expect anything, any certificate from your husband or your family members or the surrounding people. Do not. Drop the idea of expectations. you simply recognize, you simply understand how big job you are doing already, how holy it is to create a home. Creating home is not just creating home, it's creating family and members, which is really, really very creative one. You are a creator. Recognize this way. You are a creator, right? And all these kind of hurting feelings, all these things will vanish in no time, no doubt about it. Practice this. Remember this. Sooner you will be free from all these kind of hurts, right? And the people who already insulting you, finding fault with you, they will keep their mouth shut. Soon it will happen, okay? Blessings. Lord Krishna's blessing to you. He will help you. Okay. And another question is also here. The question says, what is the true nature of the soul? What is the relationship between the individualized soul to Paramatma? Is this indeed not illusionary? That is the realization that Paramatma is a supreme reality truth. What is the relationship between Paramatma and pure consciousness? Are they indeed only one? This is the question. This question is related with Jivatma and Paramatma, the individual soul and universal soul, supreme soul. That's what the question is all about here. So, of course, in the path of bhakti, devotional path, these two definitions, terms, are widely and often used, Atma and Paramatma. Of course, Atma is also pure. Paramatma is also pure, no doubt. But the individual Atma is covered, is wrapped by the mind, is wrapped by the tendencies, is wrapped by the karmas and things like that. So, the individual Atma is supposed to release itself from the envelopes. That's all the difference, nothing else. Therefore, in the devotional path, the devotee always call himself or herself as Jivatma and longing to connect with the Paramatma, the Supreme Soul, pure consciousness, higher self, higher consciousness. This is how you can understand these kind of terms called Atma, the soul, and Paramatma. In Hinduism, people, they worship Lord Krishna. Today is his day. Lord Krishna as Paramatma. All the Jivatmas who are on the way to liberate himself or herself are worshipping and praying and meditate on Krishna, Sri Krishna as Paramatma in order to liberate the bondages around the individual self. Once the individual self is liberated from all the wrappers, the covers, the dust, the ignorance around the light around the individual self, and there is a sudden connection happens with the Paramatma, the Supreme Self. This is how we can understand why this has to happen. In order to get rid of the sufferings, the pain in this life, this is mandatory. This is how you can understand this situation. Okay? And one more question is also here. This question is from a seeker. This question is from an advanced soul. His question is, why it is impossible to get jealous after enlightenment? See, the question is, why it is impossible to get jealous after enlightenment? He is curious, the questioner is very curious to know before enlightenment and after enlightenment. Why it's impossible to get jealous after enlightenment? In the previous question, we saw the Jivatma and Paramatma. As long as the individual soul is covered, wrapped by so many ignorances, the main ignorance is about duality. The upper and the lower, the superior and the inferior, all kinds of dualities. With the enlightenment, these kind of envelopes, these kind of covers that are covered with the individual soul, the covers are taken out, burnt out. The ignorance is burnt out. As a result of this ignorance is burnt out, the idea of duality is also burnt out. Just look at the situation of jealousy. What is jealousy? Is it possible to create a jealous without comparison? Observe it. You will understand. Jealousy is not possible without comparison. Person A is looking beautiful, very beautiful. Person B is not looking that much beautiful, and the comparison goes between A and B. Naturally, because of the comparison, the inferiority and the superiority comes. The one who has more beauty, so-called, as superiority, and the one who has less beauty, there is a chance in that person's mind as inferiority. Naturally, this formation of superiority and inferiority as a result of comparison, jealousy arises. In an enlightenment situation, where all the ignorances, all the dualities are burnt out, there is nobody inside an enlightened being to compare, to create the drama of inferiority and superiority. Everything is accepted perfectly. That is what enlightenment is all about. Enlightenment means absolute acceptance, whatever is going on currently. Also, a complete non-expectation with others. This is what the situation of enlightenment. There is nobody inside an enlightened being to create such a drama. It's a drama. Creating jealous is creating a drama that disappears with enlightenment and enlightened being. This is how it works. See, not only jealousy, all other kinds, the fear, the worry, longing for love, all unwanted mind stuff, they all vanish. They all evaporate like anything. Not only jealous. This is how an enlightened being is a pure one, not corrupted, contaminated, or polluted anymore. All pollutions gone. Such enlightened being is like a clear sky without any dust. So, my dear friend, you be blessed today by Paramatma Shri Krishna on this beautiful occasion of Ashtami, Krishna Jayanthi. Many, many Ashirvads. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed today's presence with you. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.